How do you get a child to stop hitting? Is the question that I get asked all the time. And I'm gonna tell you the answer right now. But before I do, we need to change our mindset to how do I get my child to stop doing X to how do I help my child start doing Y? And just by asking the question differently, it'll open up our perspective to different possibilities. And some people might hear that and say, well, how do I help my child stop hitting? But instead of focusing on what we don't want, we need to use our power of attention to focus on what we do want. So if you're constantly saying, stop hitting, stop hitting, stop hitting, you're putting the focus on the thing that you don't want, so they will focus on that too. Communicating with a young child is kind of like a Google search. If you type in don't run, don't hit, don't jump, you're going to get a lot of results of running, hitting, and jumping. So put your energy and focus to what you want to have happen. Okay, since that's out the way, now we can focus on why the hitting is happening. Because hitting happens for so many different reasons. And some people will say, well, the hitting is just happening for no reason. And I'm going to tell you that it can be hard to get in the perspective of a child to really figure out why the behavior is happening, but there's always a reason. I'll name some of the common reasons to help you. Sometimes children hit because they want their toy back or they're trying to get a toy. Sometimes they're overcrowded and that's the way that they communicate, I need space. Sometimes children hit because they're overstimulated by the lights and the noise and the sensory input and the Sometimes children hit because they haven't learned to handle frustration. Sometimes children hit because they're seeking connection. It could be any one of these reasons. It could be a few of these reasons. It could be reasons that I didn't even mention yet. However, I've observed that most of the time when people say that this child is hitting for no reason, they're trying to seek connection in some way. A lot of times they're trying to interplay with another child. To figure out why a child is hitting, especially if we think that there is no reason, we have to sit back and observe. I'd even take notes about when it's happening, what's happening before, during, after the behavior is happening, so we can try to find some kind of pattern to really identify why the behavior is happening. So if we've identified that the child is hitting the interplay, then we want to teach them better ways to interplay. And we can do that through mapping it out. MAP stands for Model, Add Visuals, and Practice. The first thing we want to do is model how we interplay. If we're entering play with this child while picking them up and wrestling with them and being physical, then they're going to learn that from us. So we have to model ways to interplay without being physical. Add visuals, use books and pictures of children waving and saying, hi, can I play? To interplay. And practice how to interplay with the skills that they have through role play, prep, and practice. Remember, it's going to take time for you and your child to change your behavior. Hope this helped.